start.
On me. Move out. Fire in the hole. Let's go.
Eliminate the enemy team. Round start.
Grenade! Grenade out! Grenade! Fire in the hole! Grenade out! Hold on a sec, so I can fix you up. That was close. Grenade out! Fire in the hole! Frag out! Fire in the hole!
Grenade out! Blackwood act only in the quest for profit. With no ethical oversight, Blackwood are free to tap the font of human torment for their riches. This evil must end. We must destroy Blackwood's presence in the favela.
The area is crawling with Blackwood forces. Find them and neutralize them. And armor restored. Teammates revived. Checkpoint reached. All expendables restored.
Noob! Get ready! Get in position! Let's move!
We're leaving in 20 seconds. We're moving you to the next location. Stand by for a sit rep. Can't wait much longer, people.
All set. Enemy unit inbound. Move, people!
Knock down the mech and destroy its power core. This area is secured by an advanced mech. Use rocket launchers to take it down. Aim for the power core on the head. We're leaving in 20 seconds. The countdown has started.
Now it is time for your performance.
We will purify the corrupted.
Finding targets.
It's time for you to show your tactical wisdom.
Build detector units.
Cloaked enemies will be spotted.
Dominating.
Soul Essence Mine upgrade completed.
Dominating. Unstoppable. Unstoppable.
turret. It seems you need to be focused.
The lessons of the past will shield you in times of doubt.
I heard you have a problem.
Achieved some results. Catch up with them. Soul Essence Mine upgrade completed. You've nearly dominated the battle. Sacrifice go in vain. A glorious victory! it is time for your performance.
I am able to help.
Where are the intruders?
It's your round. Please make a strategic decision quickly. It's time for you to show your tactical wisdom. Soul Essence Mine upgrade completed.
Dominating. Unstoppable.
Your ally has achieved some results. Catch up with them.
Godlike. Nice going. It seems you will soon thrust our blade into enemy's heart.
get the job done.
Mine upgrade completed.
sacrifice go in vain.
destroyed another turret. You need to beware.
My faith rides my hammers.
Unstoppable. Unstoppable.
backers and the bike at 75K. Because if you add the 76 PayPal backers, you're already at what? Someone do math. I'm too tired to do math. I'm too excited to do math.
A lot. There you go. What, a 1060, something like that?
Woo-hoo!
There we go.
Oh no, Joe. The hats. The return of the hats. That sounds like a Lord of the Rings trilogy part. All right. So we are, I mean, there's a really cool new command here that Ziva's implemented. If you do /IGG, you get the current time left on the funding. Yeah, go ahead and spam it. I don't care. Get that out of your system. There you go. Cool command, huh? And not only that, whenever someone new backs it, well, not everyone, but within I think a 20-second window or something, it will announce that person, unless they're anonymous. It'll announce you either as anonymous or it'll say your name and how much you backed. So everyone will know your EPEAM level. It's like your gear score, except for Indiegogo. It's been fantastic. When we first started this campaign, I didn't think, you know, we would. I threw out those stretch goals. I'm thinking this is aggressive. You know, it's like maybe we'll get halfway through these, but I don't know what happened. It just happened.
It was about as aggressive as your navel, Grums, and that's exactly what we needed here.
The aggressive navel on display is astounding.
That's right. This community never ceases to surprise. It's not like another. And I was thinking earlier today when you had someone asking you, how did we do this? And, and I feel like, how do you answer that? This community is not the norm. I mean, there's things you can do, but this community is remarkable. There's power here. There's magic here. It's a different kind of thing.
Are you saying they're not normies?
We don't need normies.
Naval strike inbound. We need more Roninium.
That's right. Zero. You see, Grumps, you start.
No, I want to know. Can everybody stop chatting just for a second? Everybody, let's quiet the room down. Everyone, stop chatting. Let's bring it down. I want to hear. Is there anyone that's experiencing their first Cheif Chat giveaway right now? Is there anyone doing their first one right today? Chronofox, Schmucky. Heck no, you guys. Firefall fans, notorious griefers, can't get a straight answer. Everyone's trolling. Okay. Okay, there are a few. I don't trust half of you.
Right.
As far as I can throw a thumper. Which we do want, by the way. We want visceral combat. If we can have stuff like thumpers throwing kaiju, we will. Otherwise, they'll just be grappling, and that's still going to be pretty cool to watch.
Exciting, so exciting. I want to see that.
So it looks like there's not too many new people here. Does anybody have questions about the game? Oh, Silver Loam needs a pitch? Well, what is it because he just doesn't know the game, or is he just skeptical? Because I understand skepticism, and I can explain the game. Oh yeah, everybody join Cheif Chat. Because I understand skepticism.
Yeah, you got to hit that button. Tell your friends to hit that button.
Oh yeah, everybody join Cheif Chat.
Now, what did I do, Sorrow? What did I do?
Full-time So okay, so basically, what the game's about, right? It's sort of like when we were doing WoW, we were playing a lot of Battlefield 1942, when we were playing a lot of PlanetSide, and we loved those games. And we were working on WoW, and we said, you know, people don't remember this, but MMOs, there were many different types of MMOs before WoW. We just picked one type, the theme park type, and really sort of defined it and concentrated it. But we had plans to do other types of MMOs. And you know, we ended up wanting to do a shooter MMO and doing a sort of massively persistent war, taking elements of Battlefield 1942 and making it persistent. But, you know, we can't call that an MMO now because there's been so many copycats of WoW. If you call something an MMO, people think quests and raiding and exclamation points over quest givers' heads and gear and leveling, and it's not about that at all. We're much closer to if you blended StarCraft with some massive online elements and you played it from a first-person, third-person perspective. There's base building, there's territory capture, and there's a reason to fight these battles because you're terraforming these zones and you're raising the world tier, which allows you to craft bigger and better stuff. Ember is a shooter. Some people aren't clear on that. Ember is a shooter, first and foremost. Shooter with abilities. Firefall was one of the first to do that, with jetpacks and gliding and fast movement. These mechs aren't slow lumbering things. And so this is what we're making, is sort of like a massive war where, and part of it was inspired by StarCraft's 4v1 computer, which was the most popular multiplayer game played on Battle.net, according to Blizzard's internal stats, was 4v1 computer. So imagine this is hundreds v1 computer. And the computer is operating a shape-shifting alien called shifters, or Tsihu in their native tongue. And they can switch between humanoid form with guns and bioweapons into beast form for melee that can just sort of shred you up. And so, you know, basically, these are, because you guys unlock the wings, I mean, these are called the Omni frames. This is what you pilot. And this is what you end up fighting in beast mode. They have a humanoid form too. And that takes place over a frozen wasteland called Ember, which is a planet that the Gate Striders have discovered where these alien creatures are bleeding through in time. They were trapped in a time prison long ago, and they're bleeding through. So this is the setup for the war, and we introduce more and more territory to fight over, and more resource types, and more things to craft, because everything in the game is crafted. All right, that's kind of a long-winded explanation, but there's your pitch for your friend. Tsihu is how I pronounce the shifters. I am full-time on Ember. I'm the only full-timer on Ember. Every day, unless I take a vacation, which I really haven't. I know some people can't be on audio right now. I apologize, but it would take 4 times as long to get through this if we did it by text.
That's for sure.
Okay, so we've hit. Yeah, we have, in addition to me, there's maybe 6 or 7 people working part-time on it. They have day jobs and they pitch in here and there. We have Tommaso, our concept artist. We have Joe Solo, who's working on the Omni frame. He modeled the Thumper. Who's also ex-Red 5. He modeled a lot of the frames, including the Arsenal. Actually, I don't know if he modeled all the. He didn't model all the frames. At least the Arsenal, and then a bunch of stuff. He did a really cool damage mode for the frame, where you can see all the internal mechanisms of the frame, and we were going to like have a shader that showed progressive damage. Unfortunately, we never got to use it, but it was really epic. I still remember that. Still really love it. What's that?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see the mechanics underneath. Then we have Michael Bross doing music, and he's also willing to chip in on sound effect stuff. although that's something that I can do too. I have an audio setup, and I used to do audio engineering. But Michael Bross is just light years ahead of me, so he's better. Yeah, people like his music. And we have some other red flaggers that are standing that have helped, and I can't name them because they have day jobs and they're not allowed to help in other games. But they've helped me here and there. And, you know, the combats, we got 6 or 7 part-timers. We have an animator and rigger who, our riggers worked on several MMOs, and our animator is an animator off the Gears of War team, Gears of War 4 team. That's his last project that he did. So we have I think a great team. We have a programmer from the Nostalgia server team. He's working on some cutting edge server tech that we're doing to enable things like fast melee. We want melee and grappling finishing moves in the game. We don't want to just be shooting. We do have Omni frames. The light Omni frame can dual wield melee weapons. The idea is taken from how in Firefall we had a prototype Alpha class where it could stealth in, melee, and stealth out again. But you can also do things off the light frames, like, you know, build medics and engineers out of them. And on the heavies, you can build things like the arsenal, and we have shoulder mount weapon slots too. The mechs are large, but you can still see the pilot inside, maybe twice as high as human. The game is built with the Unreal 4 engine, yes. And I'm just throwing out a lot of info here because I see a lot of questions. But you know what? We can spread the questions out. Why don't we give something away?
I like giving stuff away. Deep Strike incoming. All right, we're gonna do let's do a random draw. We're gonna give away one of our Deep Scanner rewards. It's a $35 value. Let's see what you get here, guys. You get the Milestone 3 build. That's the characters, mechs, and the shooting in an EXE and Unreal Engine 4. You get a Deep Scanner form tag. You get your name on the Founders Wall. You get the final playable mock-up, and you get a copy of the final game. That's for the Deep Scanner. And then what's going to happen here is I'm going to click a little button. Right after me, Emberbot will pop up, and she'll have a little notepad underneath her name. On that notepad, there'll be a little pencil or something like that. And I want you to click that one time. Click it once, it puts you in the running. Click it again, it will take you out. So don't do that. And remember, everybody, once they hit this button, do not talk while this is going on. Give everybody a chance to hit it. Today, we're going to try 30 seconds on the clock to see if that works. And it'll be coming in just a moment here. So if everybody's ready. The question is, it hits the bottom. Well, that's, you know, where does it go? Anyway, all right, here we go.
All right.
30 seconds on the clock.
You want to click on that notepad? Yeah, just the notepad icon. Yes, this is for the Deep Scanner, $35 pack.
Just a few seconds left, and the winner is the Conqueror.
The Conqueror! Congratulations! Now I know he's a backer, so are you gonna give that to a coworker or a friend, or are you gonna raffle it? Just let Ronan know in private chat what you would like to do with that. Congratulations, right. Your brother. Perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
For all winners of these contests, remember to send me a PM directly. Let me know what you won, how you won it. You know, let me know if it was a random draw or if you answered a question. If you did answer a question to win, make sure you tell me what the question and the answer was. It'll be easier to keep track. And of course, give me your email address and the level of backer that you won. All right? Yes. Now coming up here, we're going to answer a question or two more. Then we're going to get to the trivia part.
Yep. So I want to answer a question about the fundraising because especially some of the newer people aren't familiar with how we sort of did the fundraiser in stages just to judge demand and build up bit by bit. And this fundraiser, you weren't supposed to fund the whole thing. What are you guys doing? This was supposed to be 3 or 4 milestones. Yeah. And this is for the playable prototype. And people are saying, well, is that enough for a full game? No, it's not. What we're doing is we're building a playable mock-up of a Thumper encounter where you can call down a mining Thumper, fight off waves, and see who as they shapeshift and attack you, and then watch the Thumper fight a giant kaiju at the end. And this is going to be used as the playable version that people can stream. Backers can stream it, YouTubers can stream it. That will be incorporated into our eventual Kickstarter 6 months down the line, where we will ask for the majority of the funding of the game. And then the rest of it will come from licensing and traditional means. And that's what we're planning with that. But, you know, so that's why on the Indiegogo you see a lot of things like, if the game is fully funded, you will get this perk, because that's what it means. But everyone's going to get the, at the eligible levels, the playable mock-up here. And we were originally going to do 3 or 4 fundraisers for this. The 4th one being the video and the invasion mock-up that we want to do. So people have asked, well, why 75K? Why do you have this stretch goal for a bike? No, it's not for a bike. It's for funding the in-engine demo of what an invasion looks like with all the art assets that you guys have funded and we're creating right now. Thumpers, Omniframes, you name it, fighting in the streets, fighting over terrain. That's what we want to show, because the Kickstarter audience is a more general audience. If you were to show our fundraiser here to anybody who wasn't familiar with Firefall, they really wouldn't get it. So if we showed the playable mock-up to a general Kickstarter audience, they might think the game is just about mining. They wouldn't get that it's actually a planetary invasion game. So we want to build a demo in Unreal, not playable, but something that we can film and put into our Kickstarter video so that we can bring them up to speed. We also want to create motion graphics that explain the game concepts, like how territory is captured, how the world tier advances as you capture territory, and how crafting works. All that takes, you know, we got to hire people that are good with things like After Effects and, you know, maybe Cinema 4D to help us realize that stuff. Okay, what other questions were there while I was talking, Ronan?
Well, not too many, kind of small ones. Let me see if there's any big ones that I missed here. Somebody wants to know why we haven't spammed the link yet.
Messages. While I'm doing this, I can't really get to them because I'm in main chat a lot, but I do go back and I go through them one by one and I answer everybody. So
Right.
Stick around or come back if you don't want to win stuff for some reason. Come back and then I'll answer you. How far can you throw a thumper? How big's the kaiju?
Right, exactly.
We don't know the Kickstarter goal yet. I think because we learn a lot through doing the playable mock-up, and that will enable us to establish the budget, what we think we need to raise as the core before we go out to potential licensings of the game.
So here's
resources.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
You saw it. I was going to say, yeah, how are resources handled? Are they individual, or are they pooled together for your guild/group, or rather a giant server pool?
So the way it works is you have your individual stash of resources. If you want to contribute those to a base, you can directly contribute them in and start dragging them over. It will convert at a rate called equivalent exchange. And do I call it equivalent exchange? Lorehounds, help me out, because I was flipping CE. Common. I was writing that, so that's why I keep forgetting the law of equivalent exchange. Common exchange. So resources can be donated to bases and at certain rates, and they get converted to common exchange points or resources, and that is what improves bases, build, and goes towards the building of new buildings on bases and things like that. And you kind of vote with your dollars. You know, maybe there'll be a UI system. I'm currently thinking a UI system where you kind of contribute to the buildings you want to see made, and then that will build it up. Oh, we convinced Silverlone. We have his fat loots. Can we have his stuff? Is he quitting another game to do this? Can we have his stuff? Do I plan on adding the trademark phase NATOs to Ember? Maybe I should pitch that to the Sci-Fi Channel. We're not going to have NATOs at launch, but I do like dynamic events. Maybe in a future update you'll see them, but not. The only dynamic event we're really working on is the invasion. We learned a lot about in Firefall trying to do too many things at once, and we're just concentrating right here on a couple of key features and making them really good. Okay, should we do a trivia question?
I think it's time. So once again, y'all, this is for a deep scanner reward. That is the $35 value reward, and Grums is going to take it away.
So the way it works is I ask the question, no answer counts until you see Ronan say go. And when he says go, because we discovered out the hard way that Discord, the order of messages is different on everyone's screen. So we only go by whatever is on Ronan's screen. So if you see Ronan pick a winner and on your screen it's different, do not be alarmed. It is just the way that Discord works. Messages can arrive out of order, and it's an optimization technique that they use. So Ronan is the final arbitrator here. So wait till he says go before you give the answer. Okay, so humanity spread throughout the stars at sublight speed until the invention of gates. What were these gates called? What is their name? Okay. We have a winner, Ronan. The answer is D-Shift. Who said it on your screen?
The first person on my screen who said it after the word go was Fillmore.
Congratulations, Fillmore.
So Fillmore said D-Shift. Sixand said D-Shift Gates. So which one, is there an accuracy issue there, or is D-Shift alone enough?
You know what? Let's do two. They both get it.
Okay.
This is the last one. We're gonna be playing it fast and loose here. We don't do that at the higher tiers so much, but
right.
But for these, why not? I mean, we are doing so well here as a community, making this game. Let's celebrate a little.
That's right. So both of you, remember, go ahead and PM me this information. Tell me what you won, how you won it, and give me your email if I don't already have it. Thank you.
That's why, bite me, ASCII, not everyone's read the lore. That's why we split it up into random questions and lore so everyone has a chance. Okay. All right, questions. Will the bike have color customization? It's just going to have one skin for now. If we add, additional skins, you got to remember that only 1,000 people in the entire game population are going to have these bikes. So, you know, if we sell a skin, what percentage of people are going to buy those skins versus how much it costs to create? You know, we kind of have to work the math out, which means that if we ever did skins for bikes, they would be pricey just because there's a very small audience for them. Because the bike reward is never going to be offered again. This is it. We either hit 75K now or we don't. There's no bikes in Ember. Even if I do another marketing funding round. But you know what? I'm confident you guys are going to get the bikes. I'm pretty confident you guys are going to get the bikes. I think we got a really good shot at this. All right. So how bases work? Wolfox asked a question. The way that it works is that in these zones, which are ranging up to 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers, or a variety of sizes, we procedurally generate them, and then we go through and we hand artify them. But in order for our small team to do a lot of terrain, because we want more than, say, New Eden, we want a lot of zones, you know, at least 6 or 7 to start with and to start the first episode. These will be procedurally generated and very large to handle the movement of kaiju and troops. So throughout these zones, there are places, fixed locations, where you can deploy bases. And we choose fixed locations so that you can't cheese the strategy of the map. And also because we want to make sure that it's fun and that people don't break gameplay by putting them in different places. But it's not that big a deal. You go in and you can basically call down Nexus, which is the first building of a base, it will deploy a platform which has slots. If you've ever played Halo Wars 1, now I don't know if they did this in Halo Wars 2, but it's basically a flat platform with a bunch of gates that open up, and you can sort of like res buildings out of the ground. Now that's one idea. The community has another idea where the base is, you still have the platform, but you build the bases sort of like a little bit in the air. And maybe it's just to keep the bears out. I don't know. the Tihu bears. And it's suspended in the air, and then when the building is ready, because players can contribute resources to accelerate the construction of the building and to complete the construction of the building, it will drop onto the platform, and people are talking about having a mini encounter when you do that. Sort of like when you drop a thumper and it draws an attack. This might draw an attack from the enemy, and you have to defend it in order to successfully drop the building. Now, these buildings give different benefits, from tactical radar. If you're familiar with SIN from the old days, this would be the closest thing to it, except we probably won't have SIN targeting or anything like that. It'll just be on your mini-map. And there will be different perks. Research labs are one of the more important ones, because there is a tech tree in the game that you research up to determine what you can craft. And the more resources you contribute to the research facilities on these bases, and the more research facilities are, the faster you're going to be able to research this thing. All right, so there's a lot to bases, but I'm just going to stop there and take another question at this point.
Okay, there was a question. Let me scroll back up a little bit. From 6N, it says, it has been said your gear will not degrade unless you're taking damage. It seems frontline troops will have to spend much more resources on repairs compared to sniping/recon frames. How do you plan to address that issue?
That's a good question. Is it a real problem? In other games you've played, have you come across the fact that it's expensive ammo? And how do you know snipers won't get mortared if they don't play well, if they don't shift position? Why do you, making a sniper class that never takes, that's like assuming that a sniper class never gets attacked and doesn't have the same chance of dying. And I don't think that's true. I don't think that's a true enough assumption to say that that's going to be a huge problem in the game.
All right, good answer.
I don't think it's a real problem. I think snipers can die like everybody else.
And I think that's extra important, because I can imagine playing as a sniper, which I've done on occasion in some games. It gets boring if the game is built to just kind of leave me alone and let me camp. You know, I want to be moving. I want to be worried. That's what makes it fun.
As soon as in a real military situation, as soon as a sniper is firing on a location, they work pretty quickly to try to triangulate the sniper's location and take him out. So, in a game, I don't feel like if I play a sniper, I'm invulnerable. I don't feel like that's ever been an issue. That's like saying, oh, well, snipers can kill people from far away, so they can never get killed. How are you going to balance that? I'm like, well, I've never seen that problem. Otherwise, everyone would just play snipers all the time, right? Everyone would be Widowmaker in Overwatch.
Right on.
All right. Let's do another. Let's do a random giveaway and do another question. I'm going to try to keep this one at a faster pace.
Understood. All right. Random draw. And this one, let's see, we did 2 deep scanners, so we're looking at the Terraformer backer level. It's a $75 value. It includes the Milestone 3 build, which is the characters, the mechs, and shooting in Unreal Engine. You also get the Terraformer forum tag. You get your name on the founder's wall. You get the final playable mockup and a copy of the final game. Plus, the 3D printer files for the Thumper bust and the founder OmniFrame skin. Okay, guys, once again, I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock.
And what value is that pack?
$75.
All right, that's a $75 pack. Going up for random.
Going up for random here. Going to be 30 seconds on the clock. Once again, when you see Amberbot pop up, you want to click on the little notepad underneath her with the little pencil on it. Okay, click once, it puts you in the running. Do not click twice, it'll take you out. And please, everyone, do not say anything after I hit this button. You ready? There it is. Click it. Ah, 70 people. Good. We're going to hit 80. We're going to hit 80. Over 80. Good crowd here.
Nice.
Not too many seconds left. And the winner is Silver Loam.
Oh my gosh! Not only was he convinced, he gets a $75 pack. We just gave that to him. He's like, oh, a skeptic? The random number generator chooses you. Well, we lost a sale there. You can upgrade. The packs are upgradable. If you want to find out how, just message Ronan. Okay, so questions on the game?
Now, we had a question earlier. Let me backtrack to it real quick. Okay, DSK Aaron Lando, if I'm saying that right. In Firefall, towards the beginning, Biotechs had the 2 blink heals. Are you planning on having a support class that is similar in Ember, or support class at all? It's a diehard support player here asking.
Yes, I mean, the light frame is designed to accommodate support and medic style abilities, either on the engineering front or on the medic front. Will we have a healing gun? Don't know yet. Healing gun was removed for a lot of different reasons that not all of which I thought were relevant to PvE. Well, the problem with it, maybe it was relevant in that if you were a biotech and you only had a healing gun in PvE, that was felt like a tremendous disadvantage. But in Ember, you can have different loadouts. You can slot different things. So I think that's a definite possibility.
All right, and Luigi Snipes asks, how does loot get carried around?
Magic pockets. There is, first of all, there is no loot in the game. There's very little loot. This is not an item drop game. This is where you're mining resources, and if stuff drops from the Tsihu and the Kaiju, it's going to be basically Tsihu technology artifacts and Kaiju body parts, and those are used in the research tree to unlock certain things and in some crafting recipes. But no equipment drops per se. So someone else asked, how long is this going to take to build the playable mockup? We're targeting 6 months, especially now that it's fully funded. We lose a month of time every time we do a fundraiser. So we had 4 of these. You're talking about 1, 2, 3 months delay. But since you did that, we'll be able to move much faster.
Awesome. Now, Thornius wants to know, how much focused on gear will we be? Would someone who's played more have flat out better gear than someone who's new? You know what I mean?
Sure. So there is power creep between the tiers because we arrange the crafting recipes in tiers, but we're only talking about a very modest power creep. The idea is to give you more options and more things to do with these things, but there will be power creep, and but not so much that players are divided and can't group with each other easily. We always want that to always be you'd always be able to contribute in some way. There are no levels in Ember. There are additional tiers of crafting that open up when we open up new zones and grant new resources. The idea is to really never stop that.
Right on.
There is a skill-based component. So, skill is important. Aiming is important in this game. And in some things, we're looking at building in a skill factor. So people who are very skillful with an ability or with a movement can gain maybe a 10-15% advantage if they use their skill. Example of that would be how early Gears of War did their reload mechanic. So, there was a little mini game there. If you slap the button at the right time, you can hit your reload a lot faster. An example in Ember would be when you're gliding and you're landing with your mech, and it's or you're dropping and it's a hard drop. There might be a way you can sort of nudge your controls to minimize your landing time recovery rate. Because if you drop from a higher height, your recovery rate is going to take longer. But maybe you can negate or improve that if you're skillful with your mouse and keyboard. Things like that we're looking at.
Right on.
Okay, let's do another pack.
Another pack. So we're looking to do a Terraformer giveaway. This one will be trivia.
Yes, this one will be trivia. And the question is, when I ask it, only answers after Ronan says go will count, and only the answer on his screen will count, and he will choose, and it's his decision who he wants to award. Okay, so are you ready for the question? This is a trivia question for a $75 Terraformer pack, and the question is, the Inshigi took their name from the Japanese word for what? I see at least one winner.
That's right. The winner is... Go ahead.
the correct answer, it's the Japanese word of sandpiper, whose singing was said to spread happiness. And who is our winner on your screen, Ronan?
Terab Shadow said sandpiper.
Terab Shadow, congratulations.
Awesome.
Cool. Awesome. Okay.
First win of the evening.
Now, again, if you already have a pack, or you would like to gift another one of your packs, or combine them, you can combine them into higher packs. Then let Ronan know. Just DM him.
That's right. Give me your information. Ask me questions.
Shrunken asks, how fast will the combat be if you compare it to Firefall or other games? Okay, let's put it this way. It will be at least as fast as Firefall. And to put it another way, I really like Doom 4. So we're talking some speed here. Now, I don't want the jerkiness of some of the movement that I see in mecha games where you're kind of burst moding around all the time. I don't want that. I kind of want a fluidity to the movement. But I do want something to be fast. No cover-based mechanics. We did so many prototypes of that in Firefall. But we're not. Oh, 1,005 backers, and we are almost at 67K. 67K plus 3,000 more on PayPal puts us at what?
Oh my God! Oh, did we hit 70? Did we hit 70?
Whoa, that's 70K!
My God!
70K! You're only 5K away. We're only 5K away from bikes.
My God! This.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. You weren't supposed to get the bikes. That was a big joke. No, I'm kidding. That was a Fireball veteran troll. No. Wow, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, we don't have min specs for PC in mind. I do run it on a 970M laptop chip right now to double check, but we don't have specs right now.
Right on. Another question from Bunny Honey. How is health supposed to work? Relatively low HP with fast regeneration, no HP, regular in fight, etc. And will a skilled player get higher rewards for participation than an unskilled participant?
Well, a skilled participant gets better participation rewards just by being skillful and more effective at killing stuff faster and not dying and not taking penalties. They're just naturally more efficient. As far as the way that health works, Lorehounds, help me out. What do we got? Shields, armor, and HP. Want to explain how it works? No. What regenerates? Shields regenerate. What doesn't regenerate? HP and armor. Correct. That's correct. So that's how it works. Is there going to be a reiteration for the assault cannon from Firefall? We are taking requests. There is an official thread. Maybe Ronan can quickly look and prepare this. There's an official thread for what weapons and abilities you like from Firefall, and you can post into this thread, and we will take a look. Because we definitely as the spiritual successor to Firefall, at least the alpha beta versions that I led, this is something that we want to look at. Keep in mind, there were so many different versions of those abilities, so when you say the version, don't just say the name. Please mention which version you liked, or reference a video if you can, or at least just describe it.
Absolutely. The more information we have, the better chance we have of actually recreating it.
Oh, Rush Gaming, there's going to be a lot of Ember specific stuff, but you know, a lot of weapons and a lot of abilities are common between games. We might as well bring some of them over from Firefall, our own version of it, though. You'll get our own tweak and our own spin on it. Game is played first and third person. I don't know if that was clear, just like Firefall. You can pull out the third, or you can zoom into first. Max amount of players per instance. We don't know yet. We're looking for hundreds, over 100 players within a single map. And then, rather than instance it, we'd rather phase battles in local pockets around that zone. But we'll see how that works. Okay. Wow, Terrible Shadow, I guess you really did. Okay, let's give away another pack.
Awesome. All right. We just did 2 terraformers. So now we're on to the She-Who Hunter. This is a $100 value. With it, you receive the Milestone 3 build with the mechs, the shooting, and the characters. You get the She-Who Hunter forum tag. You get your name on the founder's wall. You get the final playable mock-up, a copy of the final game, 3D printer files for the Thumper bust, the founder OmniFrame skin, and you get to reserve your final name, in-game name, plus you get the founder Thumper emote pack. So your Thumper does a little bit more than most. All right. Does that sound good? Okay, first up, we're going to do a random draw. The way this works, I'm going to click a little button here. Emberbot's going to pop up. She's going to put a notepad under her name with a little pencil on it. I want you to click on that one time. That puts you in the running. Do not click on it again, or it will take you out. Once again, once I set this up, please do not speak. Go ahead and give everybody an easy chance to do it. If you spam chat, it will be gone. It'll be difficult to find. Is everybody ready?
Is everybody ready?
I'm sensing some uncertainty here. All right, guys, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Click it. Dave wants to remind everyone that if you start spamming chat, you may be accidentally permabanned for a while.
We lost the Discord manual, and we don't know how to unban people. Right.
88. Come on, 90. Let me see 90. Oh, and the winner is Freak Bite.
Freak Bite! These names are great.
I suffered from that back in high school. All kind of freak bites. Awesome.
That's just wrong. I only Americanize names that we can't pronounce. Otherwise, you don't get a nickname like Founder. That is the hazard. If you enter these contests and you have a name that we can't pronounce, you will be Americanized. We give you an American name. You're an American now. Right. You're at least our Discord server is in America. You're on American soil. Say my name, Dr. Flex Loop.
Wow.
Isn't there a large chance that this may fail? Every software project, every game has a chance it may fail. Yes. Yes, it may fail. We eliminated the failures of these fundraisers because you guys blew through them and you funded them all, so you're going to get the playable mock-up. Once we have the playable mock-up in the video and we do the Kickstarter, Will we be able to get enough of a general audience? And we're talking thousands of people at this point, which is the norm for Kickstarter. But Kickstarter is a bigger audience for games. That could happen. You know, no bones about it. We take our risks, but we're going to do our best here to make it happen. And luckily, you've got a team that has worked on a lot of games and tons of experience, and you have someone like me who really knows the games business in and out. And even my harshest critics say that I can get stuff funded. I can make stuff happen. So there you go. But you do our risks. Very good to bring that up. Nobody should do this if it's like, you know, if it's going to break them. Don't, you know, I don't want anybody doing that. But, you know, we have a really good shot, especially with this community. Did you guys ever think we'd get this far in this fundraiser? Yeah. Duh.
Right. Hey, Targan, send me your YouTube channel or your Twitch, whatever you're on to stream. Send that to me in a PM. All right.
And whatever you're on, I want some of that. No.
You know, it's funny because before I joined the team here, I was, you know, like everybody else, a humongous Firefall fan. And one of the first things I said to Mark when we were talking, I said, man, when Firefall didn't happen, it broke my heart. I can't even imagine what it meant to people like you who were, you know, working day in and day out. And just a reminder, you know, as much as each one of us loves it, there were those of us putting in hour after hour to make it happen. And so you better believe for everything that we absolutely want this to happen. This has to happen. And honestly, with this kind of love from the community, I don't see it not happening.
All right, next question. How about a more positive question? What if we succeed? I want you guys just to close your eyes, take a second here, and look at what you've done. Look at what you've done. You did the petition. Bam. You did the website and community. People said that would never happen. Bam. You did the Thumper art demo. People said we'd never raise the money for the Thumper art demo. You did that. Bam. Now, people were like, yeah, we'll probably do this one, but I don't think very many people expected us to reach 300% funding and over. Bam. You're doing it. We're doing it. You and us together, it's happening. So imagine this. 6 months from now, the playable mock-up is in your hands. You're calling down a Thumper. Tihu are popping in from phase time, left and right, attacking you. You're shooting them down. They're morphing into beasts, and they're grappling with your Omni frame, and they're trying to tear your wings off. And then you finally get one down, and you manage to tear its limbs off in a glory kill. And then you hit the EMP at the last minute to eject the energy that's going to stop their phasing in, and the Thumper and you start running back to the nearest base, and then a kaiju appears and grapples that Thumper and starts wrestling with it, and then you know if you don't help your buddy, you don't help that Thumper that's been working so hard for you to get those resources, you lose everything. And then we film that. And then we take everything and we mock up an invasion video. And then we add motion graphics on top to explain invasions and terraforming and this very unique game. And we put that right on Kickstarter, and we put that in YouTubers' hands. Can you see what will happen? I think I can see what will happen. I think we got a good shot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The world is they're gonna take notice. We're gonna deep strike this. You know what I'm saying? This is not gonna go quietly. This is not gonna fall apart. This is gonna happen. It's gonna be amazing.
This visualization is not possible. I mean, it's you guys. You guys are making this possible. This is why I'm so enthusiastic. The next Star Citizen. Well, we're not promising a whole universe. We're promising a very narrow feature set. I think that's the difference between us and Star Citizen. Did I expect this much support from you guys? I expected a tremendous amount of love from the community just through the prior milestones, but I didn't really dare to hope that we could avoid having to do 3 or 4 more fundraisers to complete this playable mock-up. I didn't want to get my hopes up. It wasn't that I didn't believe in the community. It's that I wanted us to succeed. I wanted us to win together. And I wanted to set modest goals so that we could, achieve them. And if you happen to exceed them, and we happen to exceed them, then that's just fantastic. And so that's where this is coming from right now. Exactly. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me who believes in you. The drill that will pierce the heavens. That's kind of my motto for this whole game, I think.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's do another raffle. Or are we doing trivia? We're doing trivia, right?
We're on trivia, yes.
Okay, so what are we giving away?
We are giving away the Cheif Hunter pack.
Okay.
$100 value.
$100 value Cheif Hunter pack. What is in that pack?
In that pack, we have the Milestone 3 build. That is the characters, mechs, and shooting EXE and Unreal Engine 4. We have the Cheif Hunter forum tag. You get your name on the founder's wall in the final game. You get the final playable mock-up. You get a copy of the final game. You get the 3D printer files of the Thumper. You get the founder Omniframe skin. You get to reserve your final in-game name. And you get the founder Thumper emote pack. All kinds of good stuff.
Okay, so we're going to do this as a trivia question. The way it works is I ask the question verbally, and Ronan types go. No answers before Ronan says go will count, and we go by whatever sequence of answers are on Ronan's screen, and he is the final arbitrator of what he chooses to be the best answer for that. So I'm about to ask the question here. When the Inshigi were secretly probing for a new homeworld, they sent out probes into the world. These probes were accelerated by what? Fish is not the correct answer.
No, Jaundice, that's not fair. All probes are set to deep strike. That's why they're probes.
Okay, the correct answer is particle accelerators. These probes were microscopic. They didn't try to accelerate large mass entities to these different stars and scatter them all around. They built giant particle accelerators and itty-bitty probes, nanoprobes, and they accelerated them to near the speed of light and sent them in all directions to find a homeworld. That's the correct answer.
The winner is Day.
Day, congratulations!
You did it.
Can I get your O face for that? Good thing we disabled images.
We do not want to scare everybody away here. All right, Day, you did it. Day, you won a Cheif Hunter pack. It's $100 value. You get a ton of stuff. So please PM me with what you won and how you won it. Give me your email address and any other questions or thoughts you might have. And remember, guys, I've got every person from every raffle and trivia we've done on here. So be detailed. It'll make it easier for me to sort through everybody later on. Okay. And thank you so much. Great answer. I love it when people know our stuff. That means they pay attention. It means they're into it.
Texano, I notice you all the time. I always call you 7Ux Ono, which sounds really wrong. Okay. All right. Any questions about the game? Moving right along.
Yeah. Now, what do you want to know? I know there was a question or two up above that I didn't have a chance to get to. So what is it? Go ahead and ask. Hey, Bullet 2 Head, I remember you. Been a while.
Approximate beta. We are targeting alpha 1 year after Kickstarter. We are 6 months out from the playable mock-up, at which point, it takes us maybe a month to prepare for a Kickstarter. How many resources are we looking at? I don't believe in a million bazillion resources and grades, so you can expect to count them on 4 hands, and they will increase after that. Will you get abs by the time the game comes out? That is up to you, my friend, but it is possible. I've lost 60 pounds, and I'm starting to get abs.
It only makes his navel more majestic.
How big is each category of kaiju? Mildred wants to know. I don't know. Category 2 is thumper size. Everything from that is bigger. Any idea who will host the servers? Don't know yet. Most likely will be some form of cloud-based hosting, and almost everybody uses that now. It was controversial and it was novel. When we did it, we were one of the first people that did it with Amazon. Amazon was amazed that we were able to do it, and now they rolled it out, and Destiny uses it. Everybody uses it. Stationary or walking turrets? Walking turrets, please. And turret number 2 is a pet in the Omni-Ace pack that you can get, a cosmetic pet. It is from the Firefall cinematic, where there is a turret that is unaccounted for. And we can't do the exact type of turret, but we can do a spiritual successor turret number 2 pet. So there will be pets in the game, yes. Category 0 is oh, that's an interesting question, Mildred, because I was basing Category 0 off of swarms. So swarms are tiny, but you're tiny when you're out of the exoframe. Sorry, the omniframe. The omniframe is about, what, double human height? I don't know. Joe Solo could tell me the exact, but I would guess around double human height. So for that, they'll feel like a swarm when you're in an omniframe. So they could feel pretty big if you're out of an omniframe. So that would be my answer to that. Okay, let's do the next giveaway.
Awesome. Let's see here.
And this is random draws.
Random draw for a $150 value first claimer. That's right, guys, the first claimer. That is the Milestone 3 build. You get, that's the one with the characters, the mix, and the shooting. Get a first claimer forum tag, Founder Omniframe skin, copy of the final game. You get to reserve your final in-game name, the Founder Thumper emote pack, Founder G-suit, and of course the Deep Strike Thumper skin. $150 value. This is no little thing. This is a big thing here. So you want this. Everybody, once again, I'm going to hit this button. Emberbot's going to put up a little bitty she's going to put up a little bitty notepad, and on that notepad will be a pencil. Just click it one time, looks like that, and it'll put you in the running. Do not click it twice. It will take you out. So get ready. Remember, once I hit this, do not hit any other buttons. Incoming.
All right. Here we go. Only the notepad with the pencil. Nobody type afterwards. You will be accidentally permabanned because we lost the manual and do not know how to unban you.
$84 people. Just a few seconds.
Good crowd.
Yeah.
We're getting much better with our timing on these things.
I think so. And the winner is Saiyan.
Saiyan! I don't think Saiyan's won.
I don't think so either, because I would remember, and I would have asked if they ever go super.
Congratulations, Saiyan. Great job. Don't forget, you need to message Ronan with what you won and your email address, preferably. Do it now.
Right on.
Get to the chopper. Okay, so any questions about the game we're talking here?
This is your opportunity to pick his brain.
Okay.
All right.
No, I didn't say I didn't like raid bosses. The question was, at one time you said you didn't like raid bosses in Firefall, but Kaiju seemed to be at direct odds in that. Are there going to be any Baneclaw S-fight? No, what I was really talking about is building an extensive raid dungeon or map to fight a raid boss at the end. I have no problem with a raid-like boss appearing dynamically in the open world. Okay, Rush Gaming is confused about alpha release. So basically, when we do the Kickstarter, we will be doing a multiplayer invasion, and we will be doing an alpha version of that. And that is what we're targeting for a year after Kickstarter. Okay, so DSK asked, colored research was always a good chase when in a group. Will the higher rare resources be available or be put up for special events like orange resource or purple? Sorry for yelling. You are violating Torg's trademark right now. The cease and desist is in the mail. So the resources basically do have rarities, and there are regular resources, and then there are isotopes, and then there's a third category called phased ore, which is ore that's from the time loop that comes through that, maybe stuff that was plentiful then and not plentiful now. or stuff that existed then and doesn't exist now for whatever reason. And those are the different levels of rarity. And when you thump, it's a risk-reward thing. When you call down the thumper and you start mining, the common resources will appear first, and then the rarer resources towards the end, and more of them. And so you can really kind of push your thumper encounter for as long as you like, as long as you think you can keep it defended, as the resistance builds up and the Cheif start attacking, and then you trigger your EMP to momentarily, freeze everybody out and close the time loops, and then hightail it back to the base where it becomes kind of like an escort mission. There are no raids. Max of bros to go into these raids are minimum. There are no raids. This is an open world invasion game. How will you monitor weapon balances? Well, it's going to be a lot easier than if we were doing PvP and PvE. This is one reason why we're concentrating on PvE, is that we can balance the weapons against monsters without worrying about an additional exponential difficulty of also making sure that we didn't freak out anything in PvP. So this really saves a lot of time and simplifies things. We only have one thing to balance, and just adding PvP is not, oh, now you have two things to balance. No, it's an exponential layer, because you have to consider how that weapon works with every other weapon and ability in the game. So that's why it's so hard to do two diversions that are blended. Okay, how will alpha beta release for people like us? Well, as soon as the playable version be ready, can we play it and feedback bugs? I don't know yet, because the Kickstarter was meant to be its own thing, but I also see that the support here has been tremendous, and I think that we're going to have to say, yeah, maybe we'll get some sort of alpha beta testing in here for everybody who backed. I think that's fair. But if you want the final, and you have the final game, so why not be an alpha beta access? But if you want the exclusives for Kickstarter, because we're going to have more cool things like as cool as chroma suits, but different, then back to Kickstarter if you like. Will there be visual changes to your frame as you customize your build? No, not really. There's a difference between light, medium, and heavy, and there are visual changes for the weapons you slot and certain slots like the shoulder mounts. Everything else is going to be a skin that we sell you in the online store, so you can customize, look at it that way, because that's how we make our money, is we sell you cosmetics in order to pay for servers and fund future development of the game.
And Bullet to the Head asks, with such a small team, how do you plan to handle content releases versus quality of life updates or small things that the players are looking forward to?
Well, hopefully we're not a small team after Kickstarter. Hopefully we're a decent-sized indie team of 20 to 30 people. That's the goal. And we're concentrating on a lot of procedural tools, and making workflows a lot faster in Unreal 4 than they've ever been before, and with some of the modern tools. So, I mean, it's something we have to manage, and we do have to raise licensing funds after Kickstarter. We will go out to different territories to see if licensors will do this. Witcher 1 backed their first game with this technique. I've done similar things before, so that's what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm. And Luigi Snipes asked, do backers get a boost in a party for a certain amount of percentage? I'm not quite sure what that question means.
There's no gameplay advantage. There's cosmetic advantages to being an early backer, and access advantages, and being here in the community. And I get so many ideas from you guys. The chroma suits are from you guys. You get to contribute to that, but But no, you're not going to get a plus 15% XP boost or anything like that. Earlier access, different cosmetics. That's what it's going to be about. Please ban me had a question.
Yes, he's wondering if we're going to have a central office or stick with how we're doing it now.
No central office unless we get sufficient funding that we get a big enough team to warrant one. I kind of like the idea that we can pick from the best talent around the world and not have to move them, and get the benefit of their talent where they are. So we want to keep costs low. We're not doing big marketing. It's all word of mouth for you guys, and it's been working great. And we're not doing things like offices which suck up 15 to 20% of your fixed costs. Where will servers be located? Don't know yet. We'll have to, it's going to be hard. We can't really do one central server for the whole world. And different regions have different peering, and It's been a while since I've looked at which regions have the best interconnectivity, but we'll have to look at that again. Okay, let's give something away.
We're giving it away.
How are we giving it away? Is this trivia?
Let's see here, what are we on now? I got caught up in the questions and lost track. Are we on trivia or random? Let me see here. We are on trivia.
Oh, we are on trivia.
Trivia for first claimer, $150 value.
Tell them what's in the back, Ronan.
For you guys who don't know, I used to work in a radio station, not on the air though, so I don't have a radio voice. This is just my my poor attempt to copy what I heard. Okay, what we have here is the first claimer pack. It is comes with the Milestone 3 build. That is the characters, the mechs, and the shooting EXE and Unreal Engine 4. You get a first claimer forum tag, the founder Omniframe skin, get a copy of the final game. You get to reserve your final in-game name. You get the founder Thumper emote pack. You get the founder G-Suit skin, and of course the Deep Strike Thumper skin. It's good stuff here.
It's a great pack.
Pay
all right,
close attention.
So this is going to be for a trivia question. I will ask the question verbally. When Ronan types go, that's when you type your answer. If you answer before the go, the answer will not count, even if it's correct. Ronan's pick of the winner is definitive. So he has the final say on who the winner is. The messages do come out of order on everyone's screen, so he might pick someone that looks like they did it later than on your screen, and that's why we say Ronan's screen is final, because Discord server architecture means messages don't arrive in the same order for everybody. Okay, the question is, the Omniframes are called mechs. What does mech stand for? Oh my gosh. All right, we have a winner. Ronan, who is the winner? The answer is mechanically enhanced kinetics.
That would be Terab Shadow, once again, is on top of things.
Okay.
Underneath him was actually Access, who is also on top of things. So we've got some people who are just really, really knowledgeable about this.
Okay. Well, I've got a follow-up question for this one.
Ooh.
I'm feeling kind of generous. So congratulations, Terab Shadow. For someone who was losing the first couple of days we did this, now you're full of win. So please share the love and let us maybe raffle off some of the packs you've won today. Or not, give them to friends and family, no pressure. But you know, you make a lot of fans here when you raffle a pack away. Okay, so let's do one more trivia for this pack, because it's the last day we're doing this, and I have a follow-up question to that.
Ooh.
So the answer, it's for the same pack, and you have to do it after Ronan says go. But here is the trivia question follow-up. Why did I choose the initials MEC, and what else does it stand for? And we have a winner. Basically, it is my name, Mark Edward Kern. So who on your screen is the winner, Ronan?
Well, the first person to say it's your name was Erort.
Okay, Erort is the winner. Congratulations, Erort.
Erort, you win a $150 value first claimer reward.
And your name is funny, so you're Earl now. Welcome to America, Earl. Glad to have you aboard, Earl.
Welcome. Now, remember to send me a PM with what you won, how you won it, your email address, and any other concerns or questions you may have.
When am I singing? I'm not singing. You guys tricked me. You tricked me and you recorded me.
They did. I played it at a party. And I said, this is my boss. And they asked me if he was drunk. I said he was not. It was a good time.
Miltra's going to sing. I mean, it's 75K. Miltra's been true to his word, posting naval every time we hit a stretch goal. So I believe he means it. He will sing. 1011, 1,011 backers, 67K.
Woo!
We are at 70K.
70K.
Vertical movement is going to probably be at least as fast as Firefall. The environment's not going to keep you slower, no. Are you able to get the voice actor for Brody? Don't know. Don't know. The only one I'm trying to get is Laura Post right now for the OPAI system. Okay, we're going to do a random draw.
Random draw.
And what pack are we doing now?
Well, we just did 2 first claimers, so I believe it's time for a base commander reward.
Base commander, and what is the value of a base commander reward, and what do you get, Ronan?
Base commander is a $250 value pack. You get a Milestone 3 build. You get the base commander form ribbon. You get 2 of the playable mockups. You get 2 copies of the final game. You get the Founder Omniframe skin. You get the Founder G suit. You get to reserve your final in-game name. You get the Founder Thumper emote pack. You get a custom, look at that, base, a black and white base banner symbol. And of course, the Deep Strike Thumper skin. $250. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. Let's see who's got the luck this time. Remember, guys, when you see Emberbot pop up that little bitty notepad with the pencil on it, click it once, just once. Click it twice, it will take you out of the running. So don't do that. And of course, please do not text after I put this up. Leave it up there. Let everybody see it, and just click it. Y'all ready? We're gonna click it.
Let's do this.
And boom.
$74, $75. Do not multiply click on that. It doesn't help. It just toggles it on and off. Who is number 2?
Who does number 2 work for? Just a few seconds left. Come on. And the winner is
Odin.
Odin, congratulations. You are the lucky recipient of a base commander reward pack. That is a $250 value with all kind of stuff.
Now, that ain't an American name, but it's a pretty cool name, so we'll let that stand.
Odin, please send me your information. That is what you want, how you want it. Your email address and any other questions you have. All right.
Shrunken, we will have no presence at E3 or PAX unless we are large enough. The reason we did so much marketing for Firefall, excessive marketing for Firefall, was the board of directors demanded it because the Chinese company was trying to get a big fat $300 million licensing deal for the game. And they wanted to spend a couple millions to act really big so that they could get a bigger deal. Didn't work out for them.
Although I do look forward to, I do hope one day we get to go to E3 or PAX or something like that so I can meet all you amazing people.
The marketing that we'll be doing is going to be really focused on grassroots, building a community, spreading word out to that community, social media, and in this day and age, just like it was when we pioneered that on Firefall, YouTubers and Twitch streamers. We called it way back in the day. We said this is the way to do it. The results were spectacular then, but all the traditional marketing people wanted to do banner ads. So there was a lot of infighting over that. But today, you can see who won. YouTubers and streamers are the PC master race of news and media. Articles don't matter anymore. Yes, we will have day-night cycles. No, we don't have other kinds of weather right now. Nights will be dark. Dirk. Yes, night combat. Nighttime will be short, but dark. Dirk. We don't have flashlights, we have tiki torches. Flying transports. Well, the drop ships are run by NPCs, and they're just kind of a prop to get thumpers down there. Later on, when we add additional vehicles and further updates, I was a Galaxy pilot in PlanetSide 2. I would very much like to see a an Omni-frame carrier. 4 on each side, just kind of click into place, and then they drop down.
Yeah,
no flying mechs. No. You can glide. You can fly. If you want to fly with a mech, there will be aircraft later. You can perhaps dock with that or a larger set of wings, kind of Gundam-esque style, and become an aircraft. Don't know yet if you're going to get out or if you're going to dock.
I am a huge fan of the Omni-frame, and the most sci-fi wings in the world are now part of that. So it's going to take some incredible vehicles to get me to get off of that thing and to get into the vehicle. But I've seen the kind of stuff that Tommaso and Joe Solo pump out, so I can't even wait. Can't even wait to see what it is.
The Omni-frames are glider equipped. They, just like Firefall, the Omni-frames have, they can glide, they can jet, and they can also skim, which basically they lock their wings out and they tuck their feet and they skim over the terrain. And of course, you guys did the impossible and unlocked these wings a while ago.
Yes.
Which is one of the perks for backing now. You get that for $1, by the way, because of all the hard work of everybody else in the community. All you have to do is join us for $1. Get your friends to join us.
$1.
You get a ridiculous amount of stuff for $1. Ronan, tell them what they win for $1. I think Zeus has a thread.
He does. In fact, he absolutely does. Let me call that one up here. All right.
Oh, I'm not pimping the fundraiser. Oh, but I don't have to go to a link anymore. I can just do this thanks to Zeus's command, and you can see the link right there to the fundraiser. Join for $1, spend the other $34, and win the $75 pack. Well, is that what you did, Silverloam?
That is funny.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw up a link here that if you go here, it'll show you everything you get for just $1, but I'm going to name it. I'm going to list it off here too. So,
awesome.
Okay, you're going to get 2 decals to place on your Omni-frame. Okay, it's a pinup nose art and a Tiki God Mask decal, and we unlock that at $25,000. Let's see, we have the Chroma jets. So the jets will shoot out Chroma colors. That's crazy. We unlock that at 300 backers. Let's see, we get pets. All backers get the mini Shihu pet, a little beastie pet that we unlock that at 30,000. Let's see. Oh, geez. The Thumper Chroma skin. Now, this one was a big one. A lot of people were all over this. This unique skin features glow stripes on the Thumper, and the color, intensity, and cycling can be controlled by the backer. That's amazing. We unlocked that at 500 backers. 35,000, we unlocked the Foundry Emote base set for characters and Omni-frames. Exactly what they're going to be, we're still figuring that out, but there's going to be some community involvement for that, so keep your eyes out for me doing some contests, maybe, things like that. At 750 backers, we unlocked the custom voice pack for the Omni-frame Pilot Assistant Intelligence, or OP AI. And what we're trying to do now is we're trying to get a hold of Laura Post. She did the voice for Arrow back in the day, and that would be awesome. Just plain awesome.
I might need the community's help for that. We might have to all tweet it, plan a day to tweet at her just once, not spam her, and ask her really nicely. Because she's more big time now.
That's right. Let's see here. At 40,000, we unlocked. All backers received the Chroma Omni-frame skin. So you know what Chroma does, now it's on your Omni-frame. Just awesome. All right. At 1,000 backers, we unlocked the Deep Strike Omni-frame skin with the black and red accent. Man. And see, with Deep Strike stuff, it doesn't drop in, it teleports there. So with Deep Strike, you can't even stop it from happening. It just hits the ground. Now it's cosmetic, it doesn't change anything, but it looks incredible. And geez, did we unlock something else? We did. At 45,000, we send out the 3D files of the kaiju so they can print and assemble one. Oh, you can print your own kaiju on your desk. Yeah. I want to do that.
And if you don't have a printer, you can send it out to what's as big as you want. You can scale the parts up. So Schmucky, if Shapeways will print big, I don't know. We could have a print the largest kaiju contest or something.
And let's see here. At 50,000, we unlocked a mini kaiju pet in the final game. At 60,000, we unlocked those amazing, most sci-fi wings of all time.
All time. Unavailable offline. That's a good question about kill stealing mobs. Well, we didn't really have that big of a problem in Firefall. Basically, groups could auto join and thumpers. And most of the rewards came from thumping at the time in alpha and beta, which was locked to your group anyways. I think that's another kind of non-issue, which we didn't really have any sort of problem with.
Can we kill our friends by dropping a thumper on them?
Oh, I think in beta you can. We might take that out later. But for those of you in alpha and beta, if you remember the initiation rite, where you were going to call down thumper for the first time and you told people to stand on the X. If you want to call down the thumper, you got to stand in the circle. You remember that? and it just killed them.
Deep strike.
Foonie down.
Right on. That was so wrong.
So definitely in alpha beta. Later on, we'll probably take that out. Or not. Oh, art contest like on Firefall Live?
Yeah, Grums and I have talked a little bit. At some point, we'll be doing a bit more of this kind of stuff. Exactly what? It's hard to say.
Okay, so next one is we did random, is it, or did we do trivia? We did a second trivia, right? We did mechanically enhanced kinetics. Let's give away another pack. What pack are we giving away? Are we moving up?
What do you think? It's trivia time now. That was a random draw. So we're up for trivia. We're still on the same reward level. The $250 base commander.
Okay, so for the $250 base commander trivia question, I will ask the question verbally. Ronan will say go. Only answers after go count. If you have the correct answer before go, it does not count. Also, Discord server architecture means that messages arrive out of order. What you see is different from what Ronan sees. Ronan will go by the order of messages on his screen. So there's a little bit of a random element depending on the difficulty of the question. But this question is going to be kind of difficult. This question is out of lore book. But it is something that I've talked about on Discord and something I've talked about and maybe mentioned here or there. So if you've been paying attention to the Cheif chats and you've been coming to the Cheif chats, you have a chance to win this. So here's the question. Terraformers are giant machines in the sky that warm pockets of habitability within the area by processing the atmosphere into breathable atmosphere. But they do not actually do the full extent of the warming. What do they use to make these pockets warm? Go. Okay, we have winners. Wow, I'm surprised
Awesome.
You guys got this. They use mirrors in orbit, optical mirrors, which is redundant, but since I'm the writer, I get to say it's not, as opposed to non-optical mirrors.
Exactly. And the winner is Schmucky.
Really?
Is it like super out of order on yours? Like
it's super out of order. Wow. Okay. No. We're going by yours.
Okay. I was like, what does it say? Well,
you know what? But
a ton of people did it at 426. So there's a bunch in that same place.
You have a bunch at 426, huh? Okay,
Yeah,
we'll go by your screen.
Okay.
But Schmucky is also someone who hasn't won and is on a win streak.
That's true. Well, if there is, let me scroll back. Yeah. NASCO was also very close to it.
Why don't we do this? So we'll go by Schmucky on your screen, and then at the same timestamp, how many answered mirrors at 426 timestamp? Well, that's a whole minute. That's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a minute. So, but I mean, a ton came through very quickly.
Okay. Well, I guess you guys knew it. All right. Tell you what. To make up for it, let's give one away randomly. Because I thought that was going to be a hard question, but a bunch of people answered it. So Ronan, can we randomly give away one of these epic packs?
Absolutely.
Let's do that. Thank you, Darker. Thank you. See? Optical mirrors does make sense. I had no idea why, but now I've got a reason. I'm going to club everybody, all of my critics with it. I have a hammer, and you all look like nails.
And to all who win, don't forget to send me that information. Even if you won before, you gotta keep it on track. You gotta keep each one, and that's why you reference when you won, how you won, all of that. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, coming up here, we're gonna do a random draw. Random draw.
Okay, a random draw. Okay.
Random draw for a base commander, $250 value. This is an awesome pack. So get ready. This time, when you see Ember Bot, you'll see a little notepad with a pencil underneath it. Click on that one time, just once. You click it again, it will take you out of the running. You don't want to do that. And of course, once I hit this button, please do not send any messages. All right? And here we go. $87 people. Come on, 90. Let me see 90. Oh, went the wrong way. Somebody's out of the running. What happened? 90, 91. All right. And the winner is Smug Lank. That is a very different name right there. Is there a story with that name?
Wait, what is the name?
Smug Lank.
Smug Lank.
You like the picture. Oh, well, all right. Apparently that's like linked with some kind of funk.
Okay, I have another trivia question that is lore not lore related, but kind of lore, kind of gameplay related. And why don't we go ahead and do that? We're stepping it up now, right?
We're stepping it up. Guys, we are coming into the Omni Ace level. The Omni Ace.
Yep, we got 2 more packs to give away, and then we're going to do any raffles that come up that previous winners or backers want to raffle off their packs. But the Omni Ace is an epic $500 pack, and what does it contain, Ronan?
The Omni Ace includes Milestone 3 build, Omni Ace Forum ribbon, 3 playable mock-ups, 3 copies of the final game, the Founder Omniframe skin, the Founder G-Suit, reserve your final in-game name, you get the Founder Thumper emote pack, get the custom black and white base banner symbol, you get a gold Omni skin, that'll be shiny. You get the deep
gold!
Get the Deep Strike Thumper skin, you get, of course, Turret number 2. A little robot pet that walks around and just kind of hangs out with you. It is cosmetics that won't exactly help you in gameplay, but I think the amount of cuteness that it will bring will mean a lot. Again, this is a $500 pack.
And NPCs will greet you in the game by your Omni Ace title.
Yes, I keep missing that. The NPCs will greet you, so that is awesome to actually have the NPCs, give you a little bit of respect.
So there's something I didn't really make clear on and I should probably update this for the Kaiju Slayer perk level, and of course the Max Kahunas that came before. They've unlocked a bunch of stuff unique to them. For example, those NPC lines, they get to write what those NPCs say when their specific character passes by. So that's pretty cool. The characters will salute and say, within guidelines, cheesiness is okay, but, there are guidelines. They can say explosion. And they also get to be able to design a custom skin for the 60K unlock wings, and they get to design a custom skin for their Omni frame, light, medium, or heavy, their choice of Omni frame. So lots of stuff in that pack. It is the E-Peen of all E-Peen packs, and we're going to give away the $500 one now, and we're doing it for a trivia question. Yes, other people can hear those voice lines. So I don't know what the odds are of all you going in, but it's going to sound like a party. No, 500 is not get a custom skin. I'm talking about the Kaiju Slayers and the Max. 500 does get a custom base banner. That when you contribute resources to bases, the top 10 hang their banners on the Nexus, and you get to design a black and white symbol for that. Okay, so this $500 pack, I am going to ask a trivia question. I am looking for a 2-word answer here, a 2-word answer, and a single-word answer will not suffice. When Ronan says, I will ask the question verbally, Ronan will say go. Only answers that come after go count, and they go by the order that they appear on Ronan's screen, not everybody else's, just like we did last time. Because orders come out, messages come out of order on Discord, and so Ronan is the final judge on that. Okay, here's the question. In Firefall, Alpha and Beta, you could scan for resources with the resource hammer. What is the equivalent tool called in Ember? 2-word answer. Wow, nobody knows this one.
This was a good one right here.
Everybody asks, is the hammer coming back? No, the hammer's not coming back, but what do we have instead? Okay, I'm looking through here. No one's got it yet. Look through your lore. Rough draft on the forum. One person's close. I don't see it yet. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. This is your chance to dive into the lore book or the rough draft on the forum and find it. No one's got this yet. Wow, this might take a while.
Can you repeat
we have
the
an
question?
answer.
Oh, okay.
We have an answer. The answer is locator spike. Who said locator spike? If you scroll up,
Okay, one person. I see 2 people. Let me make sure that I didn't miss any. Make sure I didn't miss any. And the winner is Jack.
Jack, congratulations. So basically, instead of a hammer that you slam the ground with, there is a spike that extrudes from the Omniframe's fist that you can slam into the ground to send seismic waves through the terrain and get readings back on nearby resources. So congratulations, Jack. Well done. That was the most difficult question we have ever asked here.
That was a good one. All right, Jack. Now what I need you to do is send me a PM with what you won, how you won it, and your email address.
All right. So once again, we need to get to 75K so that we can mock up an invasion and film it for our Kickstarter video and put it out there to fund the full game. So, with the addition of licensing and other investments that we'll raise along the way. So, basically, we are at 67,361. If you add 3,000 that we have in PayPal, you are over the 70,000 mark, and we have something like, I forget, 70. What did I say? 76 PayPal backers.
Yeah.
So you were at 9. What is that? 9-1.
You said 964 last total.
Smucky, if it's on the forum, it should be under finding resources in the resources section. resources and crafting section. 60,000 happened eons ago.
Yeah, we're blasting past that now. Now we're about to 70.
Bullet ahead, we will do clan bases as one of the future and prioritized updates to the game. They're very important to the spiritual nature. It's what we want to do for Fire. I haven't even sung yet, Bullethead. You love me now. Well, I can't be responsible for what happens after you hear my wonderful voice. I don't get it, dude. Maybe I don't get it. Yeah. You'll get updates every Friday. Unavailable offline. We've been doing Friday updates.
Mm-hmm.
You will get updates every Friday. Okay. This is for the last pack of the day. We're giving away the final Omni Ace pack. And this will be a random draw.
The final Omni Ace pack. $500 value, full of amazing stuff, all kinds of stuff. And you might be lucky enough to get it. Okay, guys, I'm going to hit this button. Emberbot's going to put up a little notepad. On that notepad will be a little pencil. You're going to click that one time, just one time. That'll put you in the running. If you click it the second time, it will take you out. So don't do that. After I click this, please do not say anything because we don't want to basically lose where it is. So no posts, no emojis. Keep it simple. Are we all ready? And here we go. The last one of Milestone 3. 30 seconds left. Grumps, can you believe we made it here? That we're here right now, nearing the end of our final Cheif chat with trivia and prizes.
I know. It's like this has been really tiring, and right? Everyone's done such a great job. And I'm just amazed. I'm amazed we're here. I put those stretch goals out, and I think we all kind of looked at them. And remember, everyone said that's steep,
right?
I remember a bunch.
The winner is Marinara. Marinara.
Marinara. Well, that's kind of Italian.
I think that's some kind of sauce.
Who names himself after sauce? Yes, we're merciless.
There are far worse jokes, and we're being good today compared. So again, Marinara, congratulations, $500 Omni Ace pack. You get all kinds of stuff, and you get to say you won the last and final chance to get something good up in here. So well done. Marinara, queen of sauce.
Well, this has just been amazing. I want to thank everybody for coming to this last Cheif chat of the fundraiser, but we do tend to do these after Friday updates if there's a big update. Congratulations to everybody who won. This is the time where if anybody wants to raffle off a duplicate pack that they have, that we do that. And I don't know if we have any this time, Ronan.
I don't think we have any today. Let me verify, because there might have been one. Let me see here. Might have been one from the other day that we didn't get a chance to do.
Terrible Shadow, it is not on em8er.com. You have to look on the forums.
Yeah, guys, we're on a few different places, so make sure you get hooked up with our main website, with our forums, and with Discord, because information comes out all kind of different places.
But Terrible Shadow, you did very well.
I would say that's true.
Unavailable offline, we will contact the Maxes and the Kaiju Slayers and work with them directly on the different... oh, that reminds me. I have an NPC I get to make for Bard's Tale because I backed them. And I got to send in my NDA for that.
Oh, right on. Oh, Day wants to give away a deep scanner pack. Well, thank you, Day.
Thank you, Day.
That's a good day. All right, guys. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to do a random draw. A random draw for Dave's Deep Scanner pack. Going to hit the button. You're going to click on the little notepad with a pencil on it just one time. That puts you in the running. Don't click it twice. It will take you out. And remember, do not post after I put this up because we want everybody to have a chance to see it. All right? And here we go. This is for the Deep Scanner backer level reward from Day. Our day just got better. A good day to be Day. Best day of the week.
Terrible Shadow, that was very generous of you. I mean, there's no reason to feel bad about that. I mean, you won those packs. You worked hard on the lore. You can combine them if you like.
And the winner is Access.
Access! Access granted. Opie.
We didn't know Grums could sound so sexy, did we? Not the kind of sexy you're expecting, but sexy nonetheless. Great job, Access. Don't forget to PM me with the information. I believe you know the drill.
Awesome, guys. Well, we do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ronnie.
I'm just making sure now. Is there anything else? Did anybody else ask a major question, or is there anything else going on before we start signing off here?
Well, we do have to mention that Joe Solo is streaming.
Woo!
He's streaming at 6 p.m. and we need a link for that.
Oh, look at this. I can get a link for that, but I also want to point out Sally7 wants to raffle off her Deep Scanner.
Oh, okay. And I will promote this. Guys, we really want to reach 75K. We are so close because we are over 70K now with PayPal. We are only 5K away from funding the Invasion mock-up in the Unreal Engine that we will use to feature along with the playable prototype in our Kickstarter. Oh, we were prevented from IGGing.
What happened?
See this Emberbot has denied me. She's being ornery.
Now, how did I lose my Joe Solo?
TSK, there was a large UI modding community in Firefall, and unfortunately, the Unreal Engine, while it does many things spectacularly well, it does not do UI modding well. So that is an issue.
Trying to find the most recent stream, so the link will take you to the right place. Is this happening right now? Is he already streaming? Okay, guys, before we wrap it up, we're going to give away one more Deep Scanner.
One more Deep Scanner.
One more Deep Scanner. And this is
by
going
the
to
way,
be... Go ahead.
Yeah, I highly prefer that you use Indiegogo to track your purchase, so it contributes to more easily to the less paperwork on the back end. But if Indiegogo doesn't work, then please go ahead and please go ahead and send me a message here on Discord with the amount, the perk name, and your PayPal email address, and I will send you an invoice generated off PayPal that you can pay directly with PayPal. I do see I have some messages here already. I apologize. I can't get to them while we're streaming or talking, but I will get to them right after chat here. I'll disconnect from voice, and I'll be out of main chat, and I'll be going through those. Thank you very much for your patience.
Right on. Here. Okay, here we go. We're going to give away Sally Seven's wonderful gift to all you people out there. We should all say thank you to Sally Seven. Can we do that? She's a wonderful person. I know her in real life. She does exist. There we go.
Thank you.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to hit this button. What you're going to do, you're going to click on the little notepad underneath. Notepad with a pencil underneath Emberbot. Click it just once. Don't hit it twice. It'll take you out of the running. Don't want to do that. After I post, please do not say anything else. Give it a sec. Just let the 30 seconds run through. So just click on that and wait for it to happen. Okay, here we go. This is for a deep scanner reward from Sally 7. Let's see how many people are still in here.
Deep scanning.
20 seconds. Only 55 people still in this room, so your chances have gone up, guys. And the winner is Thunderstrike.
Thunderstrike. Congratulations, Thunderstrike.
Congratulations. Cool. Be generous. Now, what I want you to do is send me a PM with all the information of what you won, how you won it. And if your friend is part of this community, let me know who that is so I can make sure they get the information. All right?
All right, thank you, everybody. This has been not just a wonderful Cheif Chat again, but a wonderful series of Cheif Chat. This is the last one. We will not be doing any more giveaways. If you, there are some hours left in the campaign, 50 hours or so. There's anti-spam engaged in IGG, so we can't really call it up. So basically, that is I have no words for some of the generosity, the scale of the generosity you guys display here, and faith in the game. And I am amazed and just thrilled to work on it. And the fact that I don't have to do more milestone fundraisers, that I and the team can work uninterrupted, and we're not doing physical goods this time, is just a total joy, because I love being an engine. I love making stuff. And that's just going to directly benefit our Kickstarter, being able to have all this great stuff. But please, we still need your help to get to 75K, because we do want to mock up that invasion, and I do have to hire people to help me put that video together with the motion graphics, and also probably some of the in-game cinematic stuff. So you're welcome, Day. We love giving away these perks. It's actually a net benefit. They've actually increased traffic every time we do them. It's a chance to get the message out, chance to educate people about the game, and it spreads a ton of goodwill throughout the community, which it returns itself tenfold. So it's been really good for us to do this. It felt good to give it, and it feels good to receive. So thank you all so much. This has been truly tremendous. I will be around. I will be disconnected from voice chat. I won't really be in main chat much. I'm going to process any direct PayPal pledges here for the next couple of minutes here. And then I think I'm going to go have a nice dinner or something somewhere.
I think we should all take a moment and say thank you to Grums for doing all this. He's been on, off and on all day, every day. Have you noticed that, guys? Like every 5 minutes you turn around and he's doing another Cheif chat just to like fill us in on information, talk to the community, just be involved. And I think that's amazing. So thank you, Grums, from everybody in the community. We really appreciate it, and we're all happy to be a part of this.
My deep secret is I get a lot of joy and happiness from being around you guys. It feels really good. So thank you.
That is the secret.
My secret is I'm always happy around you guys.
There you go.
It's really all the Mabel. It's all the Mabel.
Hey guys, for me, thank you so much for letting me hang out with you and getting on here with us to have some fun. All these questions, just all the energy and the money and everything you put in to make sure that happen. And I'm not going to go away without saying one more time, Deep Strike!
All right, guys, thank you very much. If there is singing, we'll save it for another Cheif chat. I got to rest. All right, guys, see you later. Thank you. Spread those links. Take care. I'll be in direct messages.